Good evening, friends. This late evening session is dedicated to class 12, and I will be discussing two questions, all India board questions from the lesson Deep Water. The first question is: the story Deep Water has made us realize that with determination and perseverance, one can accomplish the impossible. How this is the story Deep Water? Well, the story Deep Water is a story of sheer perseverance and courage. This story, Deep Water, is a story of sheer, perseverance and courage. It teaches us how, in spite of all odds, we can achieve success in life by virtue of a strong will, courage, and determination. Obstacles are there in life. In everybody's life, obstacles are there. In like everyone's life, Douglas also face obstacles. His fear of water, his phobia of water, water and water bodies has gripped his life for quite a long period of life. He had never been able to get rid of his phobia of water bodies for quite a few years, but his determination to come up again was the zeal that really inspired him to go ahead. Once he decided to overcome his fear, he was able to do that. And that is what is more important for everybody. He just adopted a positive attitude and took a bold step. With determination and courage, he practiced. He took a training from an instructor. His training was a long and slow process, but he learned everything patiently and never gave up. Douglas' perseverance and courage teaches us that if we are determined to do something in life, nothing is impossible for us. So we can overcome any kind of struggle, we can overcome fear of failures in life if we are well determined and if we have perseverance and patience to fight against that. That is what Douglas did. He had the phobia of water. At the very early age, at the age of 3 and 4, when he was taken to the sea beach in California by his father, he was almost knocked down by the wave and swept away. The wave swept him down. He got frightened, and second time also he was having an encounter with the water when a robust bully boar threw him to the deeper side of the pool, and just at the YMCA, and he was almost drowning. He was at the verge of drowning. He struggled hard, and anyhow he was rescued by someone. So the second incident also broke his courage, but he never gave up. He went on struggling. He appointed an instructor who helped him learn swimming, slow but steady, and he learned everything patiently with courage and determination, and eventually got rid of his fear of water. And that is why the writers rightly said that if we have really perseverance and courage, we can make impossible possible. And the second question: justify the title Deep Water. The story is appropriately titled as Deep Water. It unfolds with the narrators deciding to learn swimming at the YMCA swimming pool. He admitted that he had an aversion, a dislike for water. He began when he was 3 or 4 years old. The first incident that really took place when he was just 3 or 4 years old, he was taken to the beach in California by his father, and he was knocked down by the wave and was swept away. The second incident took place at YMCA at the age of 10 or 11 when he went to learn swimming. He was just sitting on the side of the pool when a big robust boar, a bully boar, took him and threw him to the deeper side of the pool. He was almost drowning. He was at the verge of drowning. This really was a terrible experience for him. He got so frightened that the icy horror completely, possessed him, and his legs got paralyzed. He was not able to move in water. He was almost at the verge of drowning. Finally, he decided that it was time now to act. He engaged an instructor, swimming instructor, who systematically trained him in the art of swimming. Thus, the title Deep Water is quite significant and appropriate because Douglas' fear of water bodies got completely, I mean, diminished with his courage and determination. And he proved himself that if he had, determination and perseverance, nothing could stop him from becoming a champion swimmer. And he could swim the biggest lake and could prove his worth and make it possible that anyone can do anything in his life if he has determination and courage. So the story Deep Water has rightly been titled because the entire story revolves around the deep water, the incident that had really been horrifying for him. And in the beginning also, the fear, the phobia of water makes him completely gripped with fear, and at the end also he decides to break this, I mean, fear of phobia of water, and therefore in the fear of deep water, getting drawn into deep water, gets completely overcome by virtue of his courage and determination, and he proves his worth by becoming a champion swimmer. So despite all odds, he proves that he is the real winner against fear. And that is rightly said, the writer rightly says that the greatest fear we have to fear is the fear itself. Once we have decided that we will overcome the fear or the phobia of anything, we will be able to, I mean, go ahead in life, and we will be able to get rid of the obstacle, and we will be successful. And that is what the title Deep Water appropriately explains and elaborates in this story. And therefore the title is not only significant, it is quite appropriate. Thank you. Have a nice day ahead.